You guys, it's a movie haul, and not just any kind of movie haul. It's a Dollar Tree movie haul, you guys. Want to see what I picked up? Stick around. All right, so I hit up 3 Dollar Trees, you guys. One of them I actually didn't look at them, but then again, that was the one where my previous haul, I like picked everything over, so there was pretty much nothing left there. Then I did go to one that I had not been to in a while, and that was the jackpot. I got a crap load there and a couple at the other one. So I did get some Blu-rays. I got some DVDs, you guys. I'm excited about these. It's all movies I've never seen. I've seen some of you picking them up, and I've heard some good recommendations for some of them. So I'm excited. And that's what I love about being like a movie collector, is sure you buy like the well-known movies, but there's so many like hidden gems out there. That's why you just gotta, you know, whatever strikes your interest, pick it up, you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, mind you, you guys, everyone's Dollar Trees are different. We could be getting the movies out at, you know, different times. Dollar Tree, they have these random wave of movies. It's always exciting and great finds and stuff. But yeah, my Dollar Trees are pretty good about keeping separate like all their older movies from the newer movies. The newer movies they tend to put like up front in the item of the week bin or on an end cap or something like that, or up by the registers. But anywho, if some of these are old, I have no idea, you guys. Like I said, they were just all of them were in the item of the week. So let's see what I got. So this first one is called Accidents Happen. Is Blu-ray. It sounds like a pretty funny movie. Basically, it's family. They are cursed with this streak of bad luck or whatever, and all these like unfortunate events and yada yada. So it does have Gina Davis in it, so I did pick that up. So my strategy kind of with Dollar Tree movies is that if there's actors in it that I know who they are, at least one of them anyways, I'll pick it up, check it out, you know. And I always tend to read like the backs of the movies to see what all it's about and if it's of interest to me. So it sounded like a funny one, so I went ahead and picked this one up. Then I did come across this movie right here. It's called The Monkey King, and it says Havoc in Heaven's Palace. It looked like a pretty action-packed movie, a pretty good movie. I'm sure my hubby would like this as well. I will say though, this monkey dude down here, he's kind of creepy looking, if I do say so. But yeah, looked like a good movie. So the next one I got is Spies of Warsaw. Lots of y'all have been hauling this one, and it actually sounds like a pretty good movie, to be honest. It's pre-World War II, and basically this dude, he's drawn into betrayal, intrigue, and passion is what it says. So kind of based in the wartime, but it sounded good, so I went ahead and picked that one up. The next one I got is this one. Is called Song 1. It has Anne Hathaway in it, and it's actually from the Sundance Film Festival. I've actually never really watched any movies from the Sundance Film Festival, so, but it sounded like a cute movie, so, you know, why not? Then I found this one, Saving Mr. Wu. This actually sounded really good, you guys, and it says it's based on actual events, so it's not necessarily a true story, but kind of based on similar events that, you know, did happen to a person, you know, so, yeah, it sounds pretty good. Basically, it says there's 4 devious criminals, 1 chilling scam, pose as cops, kidnap a victim, and if no ransom comes in 24 hours, the target dies. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty action-packed too, so I think that this is definitely something that hubby will like as well. Then I got Something Borrowed, and it has Kate Hudson and Jennifer Goodwin in it, and it's just one of those kind of cheesy chick flicks, I guess you could say. So kind of right up my alley, because what girl doesn't love a cheesy chick flick? So moving on to the DVDs, you guys, I picked up this one, and it's called This Girl is a Badass. And literally this movie looks like a badass movie, okay? It sounds like there's going to be lots of action and stuff like that in it. Basically, she's a bike messenger, and she has to deal with mob bosses, smuggling goods, and all that. And so there's lots of like martial arts stuff going on in here, so it sounded pretty good. Then I found this movie. It's called VHS, and it's supposed to be, like, I guess, like a horror flick, you guys. And it sounds pretty insane, pretty intense, you guys. So I'm actually really excited about this one. I did not even notice that all the VHS tapes were in the shape of a skull. I just now saw that. Because I saw, like, just the VHSs, because there's, like, a bunch of, as you can see there. But I did not realize it was in the shape of a skull. So that's kind of cool. But I am definitely excited for this one, and I think it's probably gonna be one of the first ones that I watched that I picked up. So the next one I got is Midnight Stallion. Now this one, it kind of reminds me of Flicka. Basically, you know, a struggling farm, and they find a stallion in hopes that it's going to be, you know, a help to their saving their farm. So kind of pretty much a Flicka. Then I found Ask the Dust, and it has Colin Farrell and Salma Hayek in it. I haven't heard of this movie, but, you know, it sounds, you know, like a good movie. It's like a love story. Basically, you know, they have in mind, you know, their ideal kind of person and whatnot, and then they find each other, and, you know, their love story begins and whatnot. And I guess it takes place in 1930s Los Angeles. So, Ask the Dust. Then I got Open Road. Now this, it sounds pretty good. Basically, there's this girl, she's kind of a free spirit, and she meets these people along her journey, and they kind of, you know, show her love and everything. And so now she's trying to decide if she wants to stay with them, kind of, you know, be a family together, or, you know, remain a free spirit. So it sounded pretty good. All right, so I've seen many people haul this at the stream, and they've been saying it's a really good movie. Definitely watch it. So I went ahead and picked it up, you guys. It literally says join the dork side, and it honestly does sound like a totally dorky movie, which is right up my alley because I am such a dork, you guys. So I am actually pretty excited to watch this. It looks like it's going to be a funny movie. So I was so happy to find My Boy Jack. This movie was actually on kind of my wish list. I have a little wish list that I made of movies that I'm trying to find at the Dollar Tree. I still have a few that I haven't found, but hopefully I will. It does have Daniel Radcliffe, you guys, from Harry Potter. So I'm actually excited. This is another war movie. I picked up a few, I guess. So it's based in World War I. So it looked like a good movie. Then I picked up Sacrament, and it's a thriller movie, you know, so maybe we'll get a little scare out of this. So I picked up this movie because it has 12 films in it. I honestly have no idea what it's about. Like, literally, the front looks like this, and the back looks like that. It doesn't really tell me anything else about it, other than that there's 12 films in here, and it looks like there's ones that have to do with aliens and ones that have to do with, like, zombies, I guess. I don't know. Take it though, this is like short films because you only get 7 hours and 39 minutes in here for 12 films. So I don't know, but I picked it up anyways. I'm gonna check it out, see what it's about. Yeah, for $1, why not? Then I found the Superman Doomsday. This is going to be perfect for my son. It's by DC Universe. It's the animated original movie, and it's a 2-disc special edition. For some reason, though, I feel like y'all have been hauling it with a slipcover on it or something, but mine just came in this, like, plastic packaging. But yeah, so it is an animated, you know, movie. Superman. I'm Still Here. It has Joaquin Phoenix in it. Great actor. So I'm actually pretty excited about this one too. Basically, he quits. It's like a career suicide is what it says on here. He's an actor and he's at his highest moments, and then he just quits his career of acting and stuff like that. But it sounded like a good movie, so I wanted to go ahead and check this one out. The Face of an Angel. Now, Kate Beckinsale, you guys, she's a great actress. And the main reason I got this movie is because inspired by true events. I love movies. That's like my kind of guilty pleasure, is those movies that are based on like true stories and stuff, or true events. I don't know, I just find them very intriguing. So I got this one, and basically it's based on the true events of the controversial case of an American student accused of murder in Italy. Next, I got Surveillance, and this sounded like a pretty good movie too. It reminds me of a movie that I hauled recently from the Dollar Tree called The Suspect with Mekhi Phifer in it. And basically, there's these FBI agents in here, and they go to investigate some murders that were happening, and so they have 3 witnesses, and there's basically, what does it say? that they have like all three of them have different stories or whatever, and it's all supposed to be like a lie, and they're unraveling the truth and whatnot. So the suspect was kind of similar, and I actually really liked that movie. But it didn't have to do with murder. It had to do more with like robbery of banks and stuff, but that was a good movie too, if you find it. But Surveillance sounded good, so I went ahead and picked it up. Another true story movie, and I'm pretty excited about this one too. Actually, the cashier, when she was ringing me up, she said that this is supposed to be a really good movie. It's called The Walk. It does have Joseph Gordon, how do you pronounce it, Levitt, in here. I love his movies, you guys. So I'm excited for this one. And basically it's the true story of this guy who, of Philippe Petit, and he walked the big gap there between the World Trade Center. So it's his true story. Next, I picked up Mercy Streets. Now this one actually sounded pretty cool. Basically there's these two brothers. They lead completely different lives, and then a series of events happens, and basically they literally have to like live each other's lives unexpectedly. So it sounded pretty good. Then I found Maya the Bee 2, The Honey Games. I actually, not too long ago, I want to say it was like last month, hauled Maya the Bee movie, the first one from Dollar Tree. So that's pretty cool that I was able to find the second one. We still haven't watched it, but I've heard it's a cute movie. So now we have this one to go along. So this one is called Rhyme and Punishment, and basically it's literally like an interview of certain rappers. I am totally into the whole like old school rap game thing, and but it's interviews with some of these rappers who are behind bars and just kind of what life is like in there for them. So you got Beanie Siegel, Prodigy, Cassidy, Slick Rick, and Immortal Technique, and there's also some other rappers who appear on here as well. You know, I just got this for the heck of it. Why not? Then I got Experimenter, and it's the Stanley Milgram story. I'm not familiar with it, but it does have Winona Ryder. And basically it's set in 1961, and it is a kind of psychological experience about these people that I guess they're sending these shocks or something like that, like electrical shocks to somebody in another room, or at least that's what they think that they're doing. And it's like they do it just because they're told to, not even thinking, you know, like whether it's like, you know, people crying for mercy or whatever. So it sounded kind of interesting, so I went ahead and picked this up. And my last pickup, you guys, is this movie. It's called Rupture. It sounded very interesting to me, you guys. Basically, what it says on the back is Renee Morgan lives an ordinary life with her son in a quiet suburban home. Unbeknownst to both, their every move is being watched until one day while running her daily errands, Renee is violently kidnapped, and then by her observers, she's drugged, tied up, and dumped in a laboratory. And basically the captors unleash a grueling series of tests to uncover her deepest fears. And it's basically to awaken a dormant genetic abnormality that will transform her beyond humanity. So, sounded pretty cool. It's from the producers of American Sniper. So that is it for this movie haul from Dollar Tree, you guys. Like, wow. Dollar Tree has been getting in some really good movies, you guys. So definitely pick them up, read the back, check them out. You can't go wrong for $1, you guys. Like, seriously. There's some really great gems out there that you would not think to even watch. I know lots of them probably didn't even come out in theaters or anything like that. But, I mean, with Dollar Tree getting in movies, it's just a great way to, you know, add to your collection and find those, you know, new movies that you kind of overlook, never thought to watch, because some of them can be some really great ones, you guys. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you haven't, and I will see you in my next video, you guys. Bye.